Hello everybody, we're back here with another video on the early access build of the brand new Japan map here in the Angler. By the time you see this video, early access will be done and the map will fully be released to everyone. So that is why this video is releasing today, because it is the release day of this map. And I want you guys to know exactly what to do if you want to get a boatload of XP, because you can get crazy experience fishing for the Taimen. And the way that I'm doing it right now, you should be able to get quite a lot of them. So first of all, the location is right here. This is the starting outpost down here. Then you just go north and boom, this deep spot right here at this lake is a really good Taimen spot. Now, when you get here, what you're going to want to do is toss some hot dogs out as chum. Use your heaviest setup you possibly have, like the absolute maximum size setup you could possibly get. For me, it's the best one in the game, the Grauhir X and the True Mediator Reel with 99-pound braid. Now, there's a couple routes you can go with this. I would personally recommend doing like one-aught jerkbait or something like that so you can get these silvers and above so you catch a lot more of them. Because if you're going for lots of XP, you're not going to want to only go for golds and above, because in many cases you can go like 5, 6, 7 minutes without getting a single bite. Whereas if you're using a smaller hook like a one-aught, you're going to be hooking a lot more fish, and these silvers still give incredible amounts of XP. Right before I started this video, I caught a 77-pounder that gave 500 experience. And then a lot of the 100-plus pound golds will give you anywhere from like 800 to like a little bit over 1,000 for the experience. So it's really, really good. Now, as you can see, now that... Oh, hey there, buddy. I was about to say, now that the chum is done, I'm not getting any bites. But there is actually one there. But in many cases, you will have a lot more around you when you've got the chum like still active. So I recommend having that active as much as you can. So what I'm using is the one-aught jerkbait with the twitching method, and I'm reeling it in at like a 2x speed. That seems to be a pretty good way to do it. You can also use a swim bait instead of a jerkbait. And if you want to go for like deeper water, if you want to go down to the bottom of this area, you can use like jigging setups, which I do show off in this video that you'll see on screen right now. So check that one out if you want to see how to target the massive gold and above Taimen that are found in this location right here, because it's pretty wild. It gets pretty insane. And obviously, if one like a method or a lure is not working for you, it's not a bad idea to switch it up, because fish kind of go through different phases throughout the day. Sometimes they want one lure, sometimes they'll bite another lure more often. Maybe you don't have a lot of silver and aboves in the area, so sometimes it might be good to downsize your hook a little bit to like a 1 or something like that. There we go, we got a fish on. Let's go, man. Now let's see, this one's definitely smaller than the one I caught before I started this video. And the one I caught before the video was 500 XP for like a 77-pounder. So what's this guy gonna be? Let's see. That is a silver 35-pounder. It gave 166 experience. So obviously, the smaller they are, the less XP they're going to give. But when you start catching those like 70-pounders and larger, which is pretty common, you'll get crazy amounts of XP. We're going to see if we can catch a few of those right now. We got another fish on. That's a nicer one. That one is definitely nicer. It's not going to be above 75, I don't think, because it's not pulling line. But this is still going to be a solid one. Let's see how much XP this guy will give. Here we go. Here he is. Come on. What's that XP looking like? 70 pounds, 426 experience. That is a lot of XP, man. That is a lot of XP. I mean, if you fish for these guys on a double XP weekend, oh my gosh, it's going to net you so much experience. And I mean, they're just such an awesome fish to catch as well. They're beautiful, they're a lot of fun, and they're just massive. And all that combined, plus the experience and money you get from it, just makes this one of the best fish to go for on Japan. Actually, in the entire game, to be honest. Another one already. Like, it's just been fish after fish after fish. We are only 5.5 minutes into this video in terms of recording time. And I mean, like, almost 2 minutes of that was just explaining everything. And I believe this is already our third fish of the day. Let's see what this guy ends up giving us XP-wise. I think this is a little bit larger than the first one. Maybe not as big as the second. Might be right about the same size as the second one. Let's see. 70 pounds. Yeah, it's about the same. 426 experience again. There we go. I see a fin. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that is another fish going for it. There we go. Another decent one. This is at least going to be 70 pounds. I'm going to guess this one's like 75. But we'll see. We'll see. It's definitely above 70, I would predict. Yeah, that's a pretty one. That's a really pretty one right there. What's he going to give us? Oh, 65. 389 XP, though, so that's honestly really good for a 65-pounder. So now if we go to our latest catches, you can see we've now caught 5 of them. I mean, this was before the video started, like I said, so we won't count that. But we've caught 4 of them in between 15:23 and 15:26. So yeah, that's literally a 3-minute difference between these 4 right here. That's pretty nuts, man. You could make so much XP with these timing. And now we're going to target a gold one to try and show you guys exactly how much XP you get from those freaking giants if you're not aware just how crazy it is. So what I've done now is I've switched over to a jigging setup. We're going to toss more of these out. And we've got ourselves a 4-aught hook because that is the gold and above hook for the timing. And we've got a shad on there. And we're going to see how long it takes us to get a giant gold. Because the golds really do give so much more experience than the silvers. I like to let it sink all the way down to the bottom while I'm using the jigging motion on the fall. Then once it gets down to the bottom, I start reeling up at a 1 speed while I'm jigging and just continue doing that till it gets to about 30-foot depth. And then once it's about 30 feet deep in the water, I just leave it there and let it jig until I get a bite. If I don't get a bite after like a minute, I'll usually pull it up. There we go. We got a fish on. Oh, that's big. Okay, that's a big one. This is going to be a prime example of a very good XP gold because that was a really aggressive run right there. This is a good fish. We've got a giant on. He's still pulling. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this very well could be over 110, maybe even more. This might be a diamond. Oh my gosh. This is one of the hardest fighting ones I've ever had. Wow. This video might turn into an actual diamond timing video instead of just a XP guide, because this is a big fish. I mean, I have had a few that fought harder than ones that were larger than them, so I suppose this could be like a 100-pounder, but this seems like a monster, man. This seems like a freaking monster right here. If you guys have watched the live streams recently, you will know that I've fished for a lot of these, and I have not had a fight like this, I don't believe. I have not had a fish like pull that much line out while I'm going for these timing. He's kind of chilling out now, but this fish does have the last stand trait, so when he gets close, he will rocket himself out there again, and yeah, he's running once again. I expect at least 1 to 2 more runs before we actually get him in. Come on, man, come on. He's at 40 feet. Oh, no. He's going to run. Yeah, he's running again. I am making no progress on him at all. This thing is a tank. Oh, no, it's going to do it again. Yeah, he's gone again. He's going again. We gained a little that time, though. This is definitely my biggest time in ever, though. My current record is 117 pounds for a gold. And this guy's fighting much harder than that 117-pounder did. I've got very high hopes for what this could be. Come on, man. Let's see it. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, he's gone again. I don't think I'm wrong. That thing looks huge. The question is it like a 120-pound gold? Or is it a diamond? I don't know. What are you? It's only 101 pounds? Why did this one fight so much harder than the others? I didn't even see how much XP I just got for that either. I'll pop it up on screen though so you guys see it. That's actually kind of crazy. That fought harder than my 117-pounder did. And I was using the exact same like drag settings, the exact same equipment. This thing just fought really, really hard for being a 101-pounder. But this kind of goes to show what I said just a second ago. Sometimes the ones that are smaller than your biggest actually end up fighting harder. They seem to have varying levels of fight to them. This guy just happened to be a really, really feisty one. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I wish you luck with your time in search here on Japan. It is a really awesome fish to go for, and it's probably the most exciting fish to fish for in the entire game. Definitely gives you the most XP and credits of any fish in the game, that's for sure. But thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed this and if it was helpful to you. It really does help out the channel a lot. And yeah, subscribe if you enjoy the content. I'll see you guys later. Peace.